go ahead. Alright, let's go ahead and get to the game footage. Let me check to make sure everything is coming in alright. We are. I think we are. Turn that. Let me go to the game. Uh-oh, what is this? What is that? Okay, real quick, let me check in on the game. I'm not sure why it's saying that thing is negative 27k. Don't really think it's a problem. I'm just gonna check on my channel just to make sure we are streaming. We are streaming and we are good. Okay, so we are good. Now for some reason my chat is not working, so let me... Okay, so my chat is not working for some reason, and I don't know why. So I think I'm just gonna have to stream without chat today. It says I'm live, it says I'm streaming, but for some reason my chat is not working. Uh-oh. Okay, hold up. It says that for some reason the chat... Uh-oh. Let me make sure of something. One second. Here, let me... Ah, jeez. I think I've messed something up. It's showing that the chat is coming in as private. So I might have to stop it and then restart it or something to that nature. No, it says it's public. It says it's public, everybody can see the video. It says I'm live, everything is good, but for some reason I can't see the chat, which I don't really understand. Okay, so the chat's working here. I'm sorry guys, just give me one sec. I'm trying to figure out why my chat isn't working. I can't see the chat, which is bothersome. Interesting. Okay, let me turn it off and then turn it back on again. Okay, so yeah, this one I'm just gonna have to go without the chat, I guess. I don't know. Sorry. Actually, hold up. Let's do this. Let's do that. We're gonna try to finagle this just a little bit. It's gonna be very, very difficult for me, but hopefully we can get it to work. Please refresh. Please refresh. Okay, it's not. Yeah, I can't seem to get the chat to work. So what I'm gonna have to do, since I can't seem to get the chat to work, I'm just gonna have to open it up on another screen. Hopefully this doesn't impact my actual stream, because I have it open in two places, and it doesn't seem like it is. So okay, I think we're good. And if that's bugging, let me make sure you guys can hear me. Mic check, everything seems good. Okay, so we'll rock with it and just go from there, I guess. It's just gonna be kind of difficult for me to read chat, but still I'm gonna do my best. I need to figure out what the heck that means. Okay, let me unpause. We have this, which I don't know what this means. Exclamation point 27173. Could it be because I've had it for 109 months and then it's trying to tell me to sell it? Like it's gonna break down and it's gonna force me to buy a new one? If that's what it's trying to tell me, that makes sense. But Hope that's not the case. Oh yeah, so we finally got 2 sugarcane fields. Yay me. One here, one here. Or at least just double this one. And then we have this one full of, what did I do with this one? I think it's sorghum. Yeah, sorghum for that one. I don't think any of it is ready. I could go ahead and fertilize this field if I would like, just to get some extra grass. But it's not necessary, but it's not it's not necessary at the same time. So let's check on the animals. Let's check on the animals, see what we need to do. That red thing is bothering me, but let's see. Our animals are okay-ish. When can we sell? Let's see, wool, we're not going to try to sell. Fabric, clothes. Right now, we're actually getting more, so we need to go ahead and sell the clothes. Because we have 580 liters. I don't know how that makes any sense, but if we sell it, we'll get about 6,000 right now. Or I can just wait till next year, because that's not even enough to worry about. Where, actually, here, let's see, where is it? Tailor shop? Yeah, it's not even worth it. Slurry, which we have a massive amount of, is only worth 3,000. So slurry just really isn't worth it. Slurry is just something to where if you're going to use it as fertilizer, you can. But in my honest opinion, slurry is kind of not worth it. Because even if I sell, because this is only 100,000, even at its max price, if I sell it, I'm only getting 3,000 for $100,000 worth of slurry. You're really just using it as fertilizer if you're going to use it. But the problem is, I think I have a lot of fertilizer. I think. Is there a way to check that? I think my fertilizer's in my production. So if I scroll down here, go over here, I'll go in products. Ooh, I actually don't have a massive amount. How can I make more fertilizer? Manure, which I can't really make manure, so... Well, actually I can with straw and water, which I should have a lot of leftover straw, right? And I do have some water. I could go ahead and make manure. And then turn that into this. Because it would be best to sort of be stocked up if I can on solid fertilizer. Not that, it's really not that we're going through it, so it's not like it really matters that much, but I'd rather go ahead and make it, turn that. Digest states, I can't really do anything with. I think I get that from cows, I think. I think we have enough hay for a while. I need to... We're making donuts, which is good. That's just some money for us. We're making clothes, making everything. Alright. And we are done with wheat flour. We're actually going to switch that to sorghum, since that's going to be the thing I'm going to be dropping up there from now on. We have enough milk, sugar. We do need more flour, so I think I'm going to go grab some flour, bring it down here to these guys. So the bakery has some stuff, right? And then these guys have 7,000. These guys need a little bit more, but yeah. Okay, so let's actually go grab my semi-truck. Okay. Ooh, also, before I get too far gone, I need to check on the status of my greenhouses. We have plenty. Animals have plenty of food, right? Yeah, so we're good there. I'm not going to take any of those contracts. Cool. I really just need to figure out what the heck does this mean. Is that like a amazing deal? Like, hey, if you sell this now, we'll give you a max amount of money for it. I think it was this thing. Yeah, you're wanting me to sell it for 27. 173, which I don't understand why I would do that. Because the thing costs 206, and I did buy it on sale, so, you know, it's not like it's the end of the world. Alright, let's hop in this. Let me look up, jeez. Alright. Take this right. Okay, where are we headed again? I already forgot. Oh yeah, to pick up that wheat. Let's see, the fastest way to get to it, I think, would be to take a right up here, I think. Let's see, because the wheat is actually right up here. So the fastest way to get to it would actually be to take a left. So I'll take that left. Okay. So we'll take a left. Hope I'm not blocking you guys' path. But we'll take that left up here. Look left. Look right. Whatever, good right. How about left? Good. Okay. So we'll go up here. We'll grab that wheat or that flour. Bring it down here to the bakery just so the bakery can keep pumping out products. And then we'll actually probably take whatever products we need to our warehouse, which is over there. Don't get hit, sir. Also, I need to check on my my fuel container and see how we're doing on fuel, which I think we should be fine. And if need be, I'll just buy some more. I'm definitely speeding. What else I gotta do? I think I'll be able to sim to the next day after this, because now that I have a full... I'm gonna cut across this. Dumb idea, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Oh wait, I wasn't even supposed to cut across this. What am I doing? Shoot. Forgetting, I'm supposed to go down here and hug this coastline right here. Okay, so we're gonna keep going down here, take a right, go across the bridge. Da 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 da. Let's see. I think we should be up there to the right, I think. And hopefully that sorghum field helps us out as far as just dumping out a massive amount of flour. I'm actually hoping that I have so much left over that I can just put like the rest in a silo, because that would be good, because when the factory does start running out, I can just fill it up with more, and then eventually we'll just have so much surplus that I'll be able to feed the chickens with that surplus. Okay, let me get out of my truck here. We're gonna have to get close and then back this up. Uh-oh, I did not mean to do that. Okay, and we're just gonna back this up. Let's see, get right up alongside it. Also, if you ever get the privilege of playing this game with a steering wheel, I highly suggest doing it. It makes the driving aspect of it really, really fun. I mean, you don't have to, of course. You can play it on a keyboard and mouse. But, of course, I feel like the more you move around, the better. And, of course, I'm not saying you have to duplicate my setup, but if you could do a setup similar to this... Actually, you don't even need to do the setup. Having a steering wheel and then for example, a Logitech 3D Extreme, hashtag please sponsor me, Logitech. That flight stick is a very cheap flight stick, but you can definitely use it as a sort of joystick to look left and right, because most steering wheels that I've seen on the market don't have some way to do a joystick. Now, in fairness, if you are using a steering wheel that's right next to your keyboard, you can just use your mouse, so that is, you know, something to think about. But if you're not using a setup that's right near your keyboard, right near your main monitor, or I guess not near your mouse, because of course I could use my mouse to turn left and right now, but it looks kind of finicky and it's a bit difficult. Using my flight stick, I don't know, it just feels a little bit smoother, and I can sort of, I don't know, the joystick makes the turning a bit smoother and not as jittery. Same thing when I was playing American Truck Simulator. I tried to put every single thing on like a control, and I didn't want to touch my mouse at all, didn't want to touch my keyboard at all. This game, you have to touch the mouse, and it's sad because I would like to just not use a mouse or keyboard at all for this game and just have everything on this, but of course I have to use the mouse, and it's not the end of the world. It's just, you know, oh wait, no, I'm supposed to go over here. I gotta go over here, drop off this flower, and then I gotta pick up whatever items that they have. Let's see, we gotta, oh, I thought we were there. We're actually down a little bit more. Right over here. Let me check behind me real quick, make sure nobody's coming. Cool. I'm gonna swing out and swing into here. Okay, and we'll just start dropping all this off. Actually, I'm realizing it's not gonna even take all of that product, because I didn't realize we had 16,000. I genuinely didn't. So this bakery is not, there's no way it's gonna take that much, which means I could drop the rest of it off probably at the donut production. We still need a lot to really get this place up and going, because we need to put eggs into it, which I just have not done yet. I truly can, and I just might actually. Oh, actually no, this place needs eggs, so no, we're not gonna do that. I'm actually gonna take the eggs. Jeez, it's still taking stuff? Jeez Louise. It's still taking stuff? How much does the bakery take? Oh, it could take as much flour as it needs. Oh, that's good. I'll just dump it all there, yeah. I'll just dump it all there. Yeah. And then whatever other flour I get, I'll put somewhere else. Okay. That works. That works out perfectly. Let me back up. Do I have any products to pick up? I don't think so. No, we don't. Cool. So I'll back this up like a U-Haul truck. I know it's in a rap song. I just don't know which rap song. Hopefully I'm not into the neighbor's yard. Okay. Get right about there. And straighten it up. Okay. And we're also going to put gas in this before we completely drop it off. And then I think we'll be clear. I need to figure out whether or not I want to use the slurry as fertilizer, because selling it, it's not going to be worth anything. Let's see. Because selling it at its max value, I get 3,000. Selling 100,000 liters of slurry gets me $3,000. That's crap. Like 100,000 of anything, and I only get 3,000 for that. It's just not worth it. So what I'm gonna do, the plan, is to first put this back in here. Let me get that turning. Oh, turn it too much. That's fine. Straighten it up. I guess I can go ahead and turn my lights off, since all I'm doing is backing it up. Okay. Let it go, let it go, let it get close to the wall. Straighten it up. That actually, I'm gonna get a little bit closer to the wall, actually. Okay, and then just back it up. Cool. Let's turn this off. Okay, so we need to figure out, what do we need? I already forgot. Jeez, I'm scatterbrained. I already forgot what I needed. So this place got plenty of flour. Eggs. How are our chickens doing with eggs? Not really enough. Let me... So this is our farm here. Let's just visit it. Yeah, they don't really have enough eggs to warrant anything. Same thing with honey, but that's fine. I could get more cows to make more clothes, because clothes make a crap ton of money. They really do. But I need to decide whether or not I actually want to start using slurry, because the plan was to take this and start selling it. But looking at the cost, let's see, where is it? The cost for selling slurry, I get absolutely nothing. For 100,000 liters, that can't be right. What? So $36 per 1,000. So 36 times 100. Yeah, that's right, and that sucks. That is so low, and that is so terrible. So I am actually not probably gonna sell this. If anything, I might just have to use it as a spreader, and we'll just do that whole situation. What's the largest one they have? 36. Okay, 36 for 125k. Jeez. Holds 34, which means we're going to be refilling it a lot. The thing is, I can only really use this for the grass field, though. So that's going to be my main problem with this, because I can't, or at least I don't think I can use this for a field that, so I could put it on either of these. Its width is only 30. Can be attached to a suitable slurry tank. Cultivator prepares the field for the next sowing. So, but I don't need this, because the fields that I would need to prepare for the next sowing, I already have a cultivator that also fertilizes, so I don't really need this. So the question is 36 versus 30. Is that extra 6 meters worth it? Probably not, if I'm being honest. But I still might go for it. That goes with the Venus or the Sanson, and the Sanson, of course, goes with that. So, I mean, I would be saving money going this route, so I might just do so. Yeah, I would be saving money going this route. And so I guess the real question is, do I really need the extra 6 meters for 21,000 more? And that's sort of the question. And again, I'm making so much fertilizer that it doesn't necessarily matter a whole lot. Oh geez, okay, how much could I make if I were to sell my slurry tank, since it's not really useful? 28, so not enough. Okay, so I think what this slurry tank is going to benefit or help me with is essentially, if I need to, I can offload all this slurry and go ahead and bring it over here. So when I do need to, what's the word? When I do need to fertilize the field, I already have fertilizer near and on that field. Because it does hold 6,500, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Let me check. Not that one, slurry tank. Yeah, it holds 6,500, which is more than enough to fill up any tanker that I need. It's just a matter of, you know, do I need it? Because I can't really sell it. I can use it to fertilize. That's just going to be a whole pain. The thing is, I already have a okay, so let me explain the reason why this is kind of frustrating. For field 53 and 57, whenever I am cultivating that field, it automatically fertilizes because of the cultivator that I'm using. I'm using a subsoiler, I think, that fertilizes the field at the same time. On top of that, I come back and I fertilize the field with a seeder whenever I get to plant the next seeds. So essentially, these two fields, 53 and 57, are automatically getting double fertilized. The fields that I'm going to have trouble fertilizing are going to be the sugarcane fields. And those I have trouble because you have to, like, I think you have to wait a certain growth stage before you can fertilize them. And I don't even remember how I fertilized this. I think I used a normal fertilizer, just dropping seeds everywhere. But if that's not the case, and plus the normal seeds are just faster. You know? That's the main thing. Using seeds is just faster. Like using a regular fertilizer seeds, just spreading seeds everywhere. It's quicker, faster, less hassle, less equipment. So I'm starting to wonder, like, why would I need slurry? Like, what could I use it for? Animals, total mixed rations, cows. Okay, I need to just figure out what the heck slurry is for. Because I know I can sell it at, we could go ahead and buy this production facility. And if we do, we'll be producing biomethane and an electric charge station, which we could use. We definitely could. And we could also sell that product. I don't think it's going to be worth a lot, though. So let's see, soybeans. Ooh, I might consider soybeans at a certain point. 1,000. I might consider soybeans for a field. Anywho, let's see, we're looking for... I don't think we can get diesel from that place, so I think that just is what it is. Where is it? Yeah, slurry's not worth anything. Digestate, not really worth anything. Lime, I don't really see the point. Wait. Okay, so it doesn't mention anything about methane and stuff. I might want to go ahead, you know what, I'm gonna try and go ahead and buy, or at least figure out how much this place is worth. And we might just go ahead and try to buy it, just because. Whoa! 1.5 million. We do not have 1.5 million, so we'll wait. We're going to save up our slurry. We're going to buy that, because at least that way we'll be able to produce, I think, methane and something else. Hopefully we'll be able to produce fuel, but I don't think so. I know we'll be able to produce electric charging station stuff, but I don't know how much stuff actually requires a charging station, so it actually becomes kind of useless. But it keeps me from buying a crap ton of stuff just to try to make slurry useful, you know? Because the original plan was to get the slurry and then sell the slurry. That was the original plan. Get the slurry, have that big thing, and sell it. Actually, it might not take us that long to gather that much money, now that I think about it. So let's check our field status. So why does the first thing say weed? Oh, because this is the growth stage over here. Weeds is this one. Okay, so we don't have any weeds. Okay, so let's check on the animals. Okay, yep, we need to go around and feed everybody. Okay, while we're doing that, how about our production on... Okay, so they're full with water and everything, so I don't really need to worry about that. Full with wool, so we're making fabric. What about clothes? Okay, so we're done with manure, because we're out of water. Ooh, We have a lot of fertilizer now. And actually, I'm actually going to put a pause on this. Put a pause on those two. Because 256 is way more than enough fertilizer for a while at least. And I will try to put some water in there. Maybe not a lot, but enough. Okay, so let's grab our stuff. Let's see. Back up for this. Ooh, also, I forgot. Oh no, that's for carrying milk. I forgot. I'm not actually going to use that for water. I can easily use that for water, and it would help fill up my fields production thing a little bit more, but it's supposed to be used for milk. But I might make an exception this one time. Oh wait, I need to go this way. Yeet. Because I do, or it's not that I need to put a lot of water into it, it's just that whenever I harvest that field and that big one over there, I already know that I'm going to have a massive amount of straw. At least I think I can get straw from sorghum. If not, it's not a big deal, but I'm almost positive you can. And if that's the case, the problem that we're going to run into is that I'm just going to end up with so much straw, so much fertilizer. This field's production factory is kind of broken. Not kind of. It is massively broken. And it just is what it is. At the time of grabbing it, I did not... It's supposed to be based off of this realistic thing, or at least I think I read that in the description. I might be mistaken. But I don't think the rate at which it produces stuff is realistic. But at the same time, again, it's not that big a deal. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. I need to find 8, which is grain door. Let me just actually go up here. Go up here. We will get this direction. Sweep out. Whoops. Sweep out. And then just pull it on back. Okay, drop it. Cool, so that one's full. So let's turn around. Turn around. Every now and then. Also need to check the vehicle wear and tear on this real quick. 92. 92 on what? On the cramps. Okay, so the thing, craps, I don't know, crepes, I don't know what it's pronounced or how it's called or whatever it is. So we're gonna drop this off and then pick up some more product. This time we gotta feed the cows, or actually I think I'm gonna feed the chickens first, just because the chickens are a little bit easier to deal with since everything's outside. I also forgot to switch the thing from grain door, which it's fine, it's not the end of the world. Okay, let me bag up, start filling. So we're actually going to swing to the left here. We're going to actually pick up this hay, which I don't think this is going to be enough to feed these guys, which is going to suck. And the reason that is the case is because we cannot harvest wheat until... Oh, we're coming up on harvest. Okay, so harvesting is going to be next month. Cool, so we'll actually harvest all of that next month. And we'll just give that straight to the chickens. Okay, so actually this will last perfectly, which is good. So we'll drop this off for the chickens, have the chickens fed, and then next month we'll harvest all of the wheat, and we'll put it in the silo for them to save up. Let's see, what else I gotta do? Feed the cows, which is good. I will say, even though the Fields factory isn't 100% realistic, like probably, because I genuinely don't believe, and I don't know, but I genuinely don't believe, even if the Fields factory thing is made or meant to, what's the word? I think it's supposed to look like something, but I genuinely don't believe that is how silage and all that stuff works. Could I be wrong? Sure, but I'm almost positive that's not the case. Otherwise, more people would probably be using it. But as far as making my life just a little bit easier, it does, because I don't have to tether any grass for hay, which really isn't that big of an issue actually, because once you tether an entire field and you put that in a hayloft, you realize that the hay lasts a while, because sheep just don't, at least, actually, not even one, 2 barns of sheep don't eat a lot. And actually, hold up, I was supposed to be, according to Sash, I was supposed to be checking to see which sheep are just too old. So the oldest we have is 56. I don't know what is the period that I'm just supposed to get rid of animals, and I wish I knew what that age was, but I genuinely just have no idea. And from what I can tell, do our animals like die off? Because the fact that we have puberty here, and I don't remember actually, you know what I'm saying? Hold up, let me check. Because I don't remember buying any new animals. Yeah, so we have 80. So the fact that I'm almost positive we were at full capacity to begin with. I could be wrong. But maybe the cows died and then replaced the other one. I don't know. It doesn't really matter that much. But yeah, I'm not sure how truthful that Fields factory is. Whether it is or isn't, I don't really care that much. Grain door, sliding floor. Whoops, that's not what I meant to do. Wrong button. This button. Okay. Let's swing around. We'll grab the stuff we need to feed the cows. And then I think we'll be able to fast forward to the next month, where I will start harvesting all the stuff I need to feed the chickens. Okay, let's see. This. I think that should be way more than enough. And actually, how much more do we have left for them? Total contractions, yeah. But yeah, this field, actually, the main thing that makes this Fields factory broken is the, what do you call it? This total mixed ration thing. The fact that it can make total mixed rations, like, instantly, well, pretty much instantly, because it can make silage really quickly. And because it can make silage really quickly, it can make both silage and hay really quickly. And because it can do both of those really quickly, it can also make TMR really quickly. And I'm just like, because that's the case, you can produce so much so quickly. Open this. Let me go ahead and run to the other end and open the other door. Hello, everybody. Hello. Move. Hey, I heard you. Hey, I speak the language. Cool. So we'll come back, we'll hop into this. Okay. Hop into this. Get into here. The problem is we might get to a situation, we'll see. Because if it starts hitting the roof, we're going to start spazzing out. Yep, I'm just going to actually stop it. Okay, there we go. Because that's what you don't want. Because the last time I did it, it will keep going, and then it will not overfill, but lift up too high. And once it does that, it like spazzes out. So that's just something to be wary of. Okay, so let's get out of here. Turn this way. Do that. Go here. Close that down. Hop in my truck. I woke up in a new Bugatti. Skrrr. I'm not sure if that's how that goes. Okay, and then we're gonna after we drop all this off, we'll fast forward and then we'll start. Wait a minute. Are we supposed to be able to harvest that? You know what? Why did I get out? It would make so much more sense to just stay in and drive. Because it says next month we should be able to harvest this field, but I can't. Oh, yes, I will. Okay. It's just that it wasn't. My render distance was not all the way up. I was like, what the heck? It doesn't even look like I can, but maybe I will. Because I think it says wheat would be done in. Again, this thing is broken, but it does make it to where I can actually just have fun. Or I wouldn't say necessarily have fun. Yes, have fun. But the main thing that I'm happy about with this is that I can do multiple things in one day, if that makes any sense. I don't have to spend the entire day picking up grass, or the entire day tethering and doing grass for hay, should I need to. Even though still I would not necessarily need to, even in my off time. Because tethering this field of grass, yes, it does take time, but it's not a massive amount of time. And then, well, especially if you have like the biggest equipment, it doesn't take a massive amount of time. The time thing, the thing that takes time, is if you're using a silage bunker. But I did find a thing, so if you're ever curious, if you do use a silage bunker, choose whatever bunker you want. Of course, the compacting thing is going to take a while. That just sucks. It just is what it is. But should you ever need a belt system that can get the stuff out quickly without using all of this crap, is if you get the AGI pack, which is free, this thing right here. If you look at the end of it actually picks up stuff from the ground and spits it out this end. This is also one of the machines that you have to use a mouse for, which kind of sucks, but it, like, for 19k, for 18.5k, in my offline save where I actually use a silage bunker and I'm trying to do everything as realistic as possible, it is extremely, extremely worth it. So, you know, I do it. Okay? So, if ever you're doing a silage bunker, I suggest using that. It's like the fastest way to get things out. And what I typically do if I'm using a silage bunker, I have a, so if you, here, let me do one thing at a time instead of going off of this tangent. Let me get this in there. Okay, get this in the spot. Okay, what is with my driving right now? Alright, slow and steady wins the race. Okay, that's better. Still not the best, but better. Okay. Let me just back this up. Okay, so turning this off. This thing right here is a forage wagon that I use. What you can do, and what I have done, is I'll use a silage bunker. I'll use the belt thing I have, this one, because it picks stuff up straight from the ground instead of stuff having to be dumped into it. So you don't need like a wheel loader or a front loader to dump stuff in it. It just picks stuff up from the ground, which makes life really easy. And then I'll use the forage wagon, which I have right here. This holds silage, straw, I think that's TMR. Yeah, I think. Maybe that's forage, I don't know. Grass and hay. So you can pick up the silage and dump it straight into it. Plus, because of forage wagon, it can collect grass off of the ground and straw. So I can pick up grass with it, dump it into the silage bunker, and then use that conveyor belt, that AGI conveyor belt, to put it back, to put the silage, once it's done fermenting, back into this. And then what I would do is, if I'm not ready to sell it because I'm trying to sell everything in peak season, originally what I was going to do is, and what I've seen some people do, is they'll have two bunkers. So they'll have one for fermenting and another just for dumping stuff which you can't do. It won't let you dump completed silage back into another silage thing. But what you can do, wait, not this. Where is it? Where is it? I think it's in sheds, maybe? Or silo. Wait, here it is. Here it is. This bulk haul, it allows you to just store. It's really just a place. So what I read online is that people just typically dump their silage into a pit or something. This haul, you can back your forage wagon into it, and it's pretty sizable. Like, look at that. This is pretty big. And you can, I put all of my silage just on the right side, and I still have so much room. Like, I could put almost 170,000 liters of silage just on that right side alone, and still have so much. I still have like more than 4 or 5 times like space just on the right side before I even have to think about going to the left side. And the cool part is, by the time it even gets to the point that you want to make more space, by the time it even gets to that point, you're already probably going to sell it, because it only takes like 3 or 4 months for the grass to ferment or something like that. And so even if you do need to add more silage in there, you probably will have to do that once or twice before you're ready to sell it at peak season, because peak season for silage is, where is it? It's in January. So this isn't going to be like a whole year thing where you're just going to be holding on to mounds and mounds and mounds of silage. And so, and once I sell it, I make like a really large amount of money from it. So it's really good. So if you're ever curious and you're trying to do something like that, that is something I suggest. Okay, for now, I am going to fast forward to the next day. Did I feed I did feed the chickens. Did I close? I did feed the cows. Ooh, water. That's what I was supposed to be doing. I need to put water into my garden houses, and I'm thinking about using that bigger tanker, even though it's kind of against my thing because of contamination, or at least in my head, contamination. I'm playing semi-realistic. I don't want that water to go in the same tanker that I grab milk from or transport milk in. And so I probably will not, or at least I'm thinking about it, I probably will not do that. Grab some more water. I probably will not do that, and I'll probably just make multiple trips with this tiny thing. Will it be kind of annoying? Yes, but hey, for the sake of realism, I can spare a few extra minutes. It's not that massive. It's nothing like, because again, the Fields factory, I will say it does save you time. How much time? I would say probably maybe 20 minutes or so. Actually, probably 30 minutes. And the reason I say, that is because I wish you could organize your production factories. That would be cool if you could like organize them in the ways that you want. Also, it'd be nice if I could rename them. I don't know how to do that, but it's really not that big a deal. So full, where's the other one? Full and full. Cool, so we're full. I'll actually probably grab strawberries as well, take those wherever I need to take them. Because I do know my big factory across town for the dessert factory, we probably need strawberries. And then once I start to runneth over as far as strawberries, I'll just put them in the warehouse, and then I'll probably just start selling from there. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and put more water in here. Just so we have it. Let's see, the dessert factory, because this place needs a few more strawberries. This place needs a lot of strawberries. Sounds like it's 50,000 strawberries. And I could still put more in there. That's the crazy part. I can still put more in there. which I think is a bit excessive, but... And then the cakes, you know, they don't really go through strawberries like that, so all the strawberries that I have are mostly going to go to the dessert factory, which is fine, you know. I'm going to make sure I don't run into my sorghum field over here, because that's supposed to be ready in 1 month. Or no, sorghum's supposed to be ready in 2 months. So I'll be harvesting the wheat in August and the sorghum. No, the wheat in July, the sorghum in August, I think, if I did that correctly. Probably didn't, but that's what it is. Now, as far as the fields factory, how much water do we need? Oh, a lot. Oh boy. Yeah, that's probably gonna take a second to get as much water as I need, because if we're making manure, yeah. I genuinely don't want to contaminate the water thing, and I'm so, like, that is one of the realism things that I don't want to break. For some reason, I'm finicky like that. It's one of the things that I don't want to break, so much so that I'm really, really, really thinking about just leasing. Like, I'm genuinely thinking about just leasing another thing. Leasing another tanker to bring water into that thing, because I really just don't want to contaminate that one. It's dumb, I know it's dumb, but I just don't want to contaminate it. So the question is, but the thing is, I don't need that much water to the sense that I need to lease it. So let me check, is there one for sale? That would be nice. There is not. How much does one cost? It's gonna be in animals, isn't it? Yeah. 68,000. And to lease it, about 3,500. That's actually really not that big a deal. 3,500 just to lease this thing? And essentially I'm just gonna use it just to grab a lot of free water to put into that thing. Yeah. I'll go ahead and do it. 3,500 just to not contaminate, because this is my baby. This is for milk. This is for milk. Only milk goes in that. Is that weird? Is that very finicky of me? Yes, I know that. But it is what I'm doing, so deal with it. Okay, so one thing I do like about the greenhouses, they really do produce a lot of strawberries, and the strawberries, that dessert factory I hate that dessert factory. I haven't made a single thing with that dessert factory yet, and I don't hate it because it's bad. I hate it because it just seems so unrealistic, as far as like like when they say a factory, they genuinely mean it. That is supposed to be a factory. They mean it. Okay? And the problem with that is, I am not producing that much of anything to warrant, you know. Is that it? I only have 3,000? I'm not making that much of anything to warrant, you know, using that much. Like, okay, so I think that's it. So we're gonna swing around here, and we're gonna try to grab the rest of this stuff. So we're gonna squeeze through here, and we're gonna get up close and personal. Okay, let's get right about here. Right about there. Turn that on. I'm going to detach this. Also, an autoloader, not very realistic. But again, for the sake of time and doing stuff that I'm actually, you know, wanting to play, I think it is kind of something you deal with. Because I've done a forklift, and on my offline save, I've done an we need to fix that. I've done a forklift on this save. I've done forklifts. I've also done a wheel loader, not a wheel loader, a telehandler. I'm not gonna lie, I do like the telehandler more than the forklift in certain instances, okay? As far as loading the truck, I like the telehandler more than the forklift. But as far as being able to ride on or sit on the forklift, ooh, actually, idea. Okay. Well, I don't care anymore because I'm not dealing with it. But the problem I was having is that, let's say I wanted to deliver something. And let's say I wanted to deliver something to, what's a good example? To the clothes, okay? If I wanted to deliver clothes, right? I would need to load up my trailer with my flatbed trailer. I would need to load it up with a telehandler or forklift. Doesn't really matter. But I would need to load it up. And the problem is, whenever I would drive to where I needed to go, I could easily drop it off, like, because it just picks it off your truck. That's the easy part. Kind of unrealistic too, but it just picks it up. The problem came when I needed to load the trailer up. So let's say wool. I would take wool to the spinnery, in which the spinnery would make fabric. Well, the problem is, it's taken all the wool, great, but it hasn't taken any of the fabric, right? Or it hasn't given me any of the fabric. So I now still have to load up the fabric. Which means whenever I deliver the wool, I have to deliver it and have some type of forklift or telehandler on the back of my truck. And I just thought of a way around that, but I kind of want to think it through, but we'll get to that in just a second. Grab all that. Okay, so the problem is that I would need to take the telehandler as well as the other goods with me on the truck. And then it would take everything. I would need to bring the telehandler off the truck. I would need to take it off the truck. What am I doing? I would need to take the telehandler off the truck, load up the fabric, and then now that the fabric's loaded, I would then need to get the telehandler back on the truck, take it to the spinnery, and do the same thing. Which, you know, kind of a lot, but now that I'm saying it out loud, it would just take like probably an extra, I'll say 10 minutes maybe per trip, extra 10 minutes. Which isn't the end of the world, but it is just something to take note of. What can I be selling? TMR, which I will not. Sugar, which I will not. Chocolate, which I will not. Okay. Excuse me, I'm just burping. Now, a trick that I'm realizing to not have to put the telehandler or forklift on the truck that I just thought of, you could have a mod for it, or like a mod that attaches the forklift to the back of the trailer. You could do that, or a thing that I just thought about is that you could have a forklift or a telehandler already set up at these locations. so that way when you get there, you could just easily just grab and go. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could do that. The problem is, where the heck would I leave this stuff, you know? Wait, why am I coming here? I wasn't supposed to come here. I was supposed to be going to the donut shop in the dessert factory. Which the donut shop is actually producing a decent amount of money for me. It's the dessert factory that I don't have up and running because I don't have enough eggs being produced per month to actually justify anything. But the donut I think the donut production is like perfect for me. It's like the perfect step in between, because the dessert factory is genuinely a factory. You have to be producing so much product, I think, to get it running. Now, in fairness, I have yet to even attempt to produce anything with it, so I don't know how fast it's going to actually chew through items. I just don't know. But, you know, you never know. Take all the strawberries. Take them all. Take them all. Okay, let's pick up the donuts, because these donuts make us cash. Okay, is that all the donuts? Oh, grab that too. It should be producing a little bit more, right? I think. Am I mistaken? Let me check my donut factory. I thought it would have... Oh, it's out because we don't have any flour, sugar, milk, butter. Like, we're running low on everything. So that just is what it is. This is what it is. The problem is, I don't know, I might sell that factory. Like, it's good because I'm producing stuff, but Lord jeez, I might just sell the factory and we'll just go from there, because the production to get this place up and running is ridiculous. Also, I can recoup the cost for all the products that I'm putting into this thing, because this thing costs, I think, like 80K, but I've put in so many strawberries, so much water, butter, chocolate flour. If I take that stuff out and then put it somewhere else, like, that would be nice. Like, I have 24K worth of sugar in there. If I take that sugar out and take it somewhere else, you know what I'm saying? Now, of course, you can't physically do that, but with the easy development mod, I could just easily sell this building back, but I could keep note of all the stuff that I have, take it out, or just spot it somewhere, and figure out, like, how much that would cost. Or here's the thing, I could sell the building plus the cost of the items that are in it, which would cost, you know, however much, once I calculate all of it using this, I can figure out how much everything costs, and then just give myself the money based on how much it would cost if I sold all that, if it was a genuine deal. Of course, I would have to, it wouldn't be the actual price, I would probably have to get like 10 or 20% lower, because I'm really just trying to sell it, and bargaining in real life, no one's going to pay the full price unless it's just generated so much business and brand name, which I haven't made a single thing with it. Or I could just grab the stuff out of it, which I know there's a mod that allows you to do that, but I could do that as well. I don't really care what... Oh, still taking strawberries. Forgot. But this thing, it just takes so much stuff. Because, like, that's still not even halfway as far as strawberries. I still gotta load in a bunch of chocolate, which there's no way realistically for me to make enough chocolate nor sugar, and maybe flour, but not chocolate and well, actually sugar possibly, if I have the field massive enough. Same thing with milk, but that means I have to have a lot of cows. which I could actually think about doing, opening up another barn for cows. That would give me more milk. The problem is this factory does not produce quickly enough, because I think it still has milk in it, right? Yeah, it still has milk and sugar in it. It's just not producing enough products quickly enough to justify doing it. Like, I would need to have a second factory, you know? I would need to have a second factory just to keep it sort of going. Okay, and that is chocolate and butter. So what I'm gonna do, drive it back to the field. I need to figure out where it needs to go. And I think the dessert factory is the only place, because the donut factory, or the donut production, is the only place that takes chocolate besides the dessert factory. So I will put all the chocolate in here without hesitation. Same thing with the butter. And whatever butter I don't use, I will put towards the bakery. How much does the bakery have? Okay. Yeah, so the rest of it will go to the bakery, because that should be all of the butter for this place. Really? So we could still take more butter. Okay. Well, I'm just gonna go ahead and drop the rest of this butter off at the bakery. And then the rest of this will go into storage, and I'll sell it all later. How much do we get for donuts? At max price. Jeez, at max value, with the little amount that I have. Oh, so I do have some in the logistics warehouse. I already have some on the pallets of my truck. I'm gonna get 27, and 25,000 for the donuts. So I get about 75 grand. Well, a little bit more than 75. So what's that? 77 grand? No, 79 grand. 79 grand just from, we'll just say 80. 80 grand just from donuts. Let's see, how much from cake? Cake, honestly, I am not making that much from cake. So for a little bit less, so cake really does not make that much. Interesting. Okay, so what I'm learning is that I need to stop focusing on the bakery. I need to stop focusing on the bakery, because the donuts is what makes all the money. And what I'm looking at is that if you look at the max prices of everything, the max value I can sell for bread, I can only get 15K for what I have, and that's 8,000. So that's a lot more bread, but I'm really not getting anything from it. Or it's not that I'm not getting anything from it, it's just that donuts make me way more. Now, the problem is I need to see how much goes into donuts. And that's the thing. Donuts take 2 flour, 2 sugar, 2 milk, 2 eggs, 2 butter, 2 sugar. Actually, that's really not that much. How much goes into a cake? A cake takes the same thing. Okay, so we're comparing donuts to cake. Makes 5, cake makes 5. Okay, perfect. So I'm comparing donuts to cake, and donuts just make way more. So I'm gonna stop making cake. Actually, we're gonna let it run through the cake, because whatever's in there is gonna be a hassle to try to actually take it out and da 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 da. So, you know, that's it. As far as the bread, I think we're gonna stop making bread as well, because even though bread makes money, it doesn't make near as much as the cake. In fairness, you can, I think, produce way more bread. It takes 2 flour to make 1 bread, but it takes 2 flour to make 5 cakes. Yeah, we're gonna stop making bread. We're gonna stop making bread just because it's not that it's bad, it's just I'm trying to think long game. The donut place is gonna be better. I'm gonna stop using the bakery. Yeah, gonna stop using the bakery, which means all that butter I'm just gonna save, and we're gonna put it towards the donut factory. I don't really even need the dessert factory, or I want to open it. Believe me, I do want to open it. But we need more eggs, more sugar. Actually, that's good. That is good. Because once the bakery closes and I stop using the bakery, what's going to happen is that any overflow from this place, because I think all of this only stacks 7 except for the flour. So I think this building, and actually now that I think about it, it looks just like the bakery. I think it fills up just like the bakery. The only difference is it can make donuts. So whatever overflow I get for these products will go into the dessert factory. And then the only thing I have to do is make sure they're both stocked with flour, which is good. Okay, so that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to sell the bakery once that's no longer producing stuff for us, which sucks because the bakery was the first thing I had. But the dessert production is better, so we'll go with that. It just is what it is. It just is what it is. Okay. Let's go ahead. Sell this. Uh-oh. That is massively crooked. Doesn't need to be perfect. It just needs to be... Okay, and then one more should fix it. Okay. Line it up. Line it up. Line it up. Okay. And hop out of this. And I'm gonna go around, open this door. Let's see. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I'm stuck. Let's turn on the lights. Okay, go here. Open gate. Should pull all of this off. Yes, it did. What's in here? We got honey, butter, glazed donuts, cake, more honey. Okay, so stuff that I can sell at a later date. So that's good. Turn off the lights. Go ahead and get on out of here. Ah! Cool, cool, cool. Okay, so we will now take this, hop back in this. Okay. We'll get back in this, close that. Okay. We're gonna swing through here. Let's see, we're gonna take a right here. Okay, so now that we're done with all of that, plus I'm kind of glad we did that because now it gave me ideas. And the idea is to sell the bakery, because the bakery is not making nearly as much product as the donut factory. Also, I'm saving up $1 million for the bio plant. Okay, so we're saving up $1 million for the bio plant, which once I sell those donuts and things, which when do they best sell? Cake best sells in October, donuts best sell in January. Bread best in January. Okay. Chocolate in June, but we're not getting rid of that. Okay. I don't understand how the value is higher than the max value. Oh, actually, I do actually understand how. Great demand. Okay, so let's back all this up. We'll put all of that back. And then I'm gonna go get some water, put it in the field factory. Let's try to crank that a little bit that way. Straighten it up. Okay, drop that off. Alright. And then, once we fast forward to the next month, we will be in harvest season, which is good. Ooh. Jesus, not paying attention. That's a problem. That is a problem. A problemo. And then once we harvest all of the, what do you call it? Once we harvest all of the wheat, we'll be able to feed the chickens, which will be good. Will be solid. And this thing accelerates so much faster with that weight on the back. Interesting. It makes sense, but... Back this up, put this on. And again, because I'm finicky. Come on, get past. Cool, cool, cool. So we'll go through here. And then we need to take a left up here, grab that water. Shoop. But yep, the bakery will be gone. It just is what it is. It's been a fun run. And it makes it actually, that's another thing. The bakery makes a decent amount of money. So don't like not do the bakery just because you're seeing this. The only reason I'm doing it is because, fill. Why is it not filling? Okay, hold up. Hold up. Let me do something. Let me go through this. Sorry, sir. Yeah, we'll just swing around through here. Uh-oh. Don't drive too deep. Let me actually change my camera. Yep. It was gonna get stuck. Bro, stop getting stuck. I swear. Actually. As long as I don't drive what's in my field, I should be fine. Yep. Okay. There we go. Grab some water that way. It's just taking so long. Is there a faster way? Is it because of where I'm grabbing water from? So for example, if I go here and back it up deeper, pause. Like if I get it lower. It's not filling up any faster, actually. I thought it would, but that's, I guess, not how that works. Ah, come on. Ah. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Get this out of there. Drive and drop off some agua. Yeah, we're just gonna do this a couple times to get this place filled, or maybe not filled, but you know, get some water there. Okay, there goes some water, and I already fed the animals. Yeah, I did. Cool. Slurry is the problem. Don't really need to do contracts now that I'm working for myself. Check this. Yeah, we need a decent amount of water. It's gonna take a second. Okay. Swinging back around to get some more for round 2. But I'll probably do this 3 or 4 times. I just hate that it takes so long to fill this up with water. I'd probably come out better just using the, what you call it, the development tools and cheating it, but this is fine. It works. I just hate that it takes this time. And the thing is, the main reason I bought the land over here is because it's free. Like, the first land I bought was 54, and the reason I bought it is because it was right next to the water, because I knew I was going to buy greenhouses, and I knew that being next to a water source is free water that I don't have to pay for. Now, in fairness, do I know how much actually paying for the water is? I don't know. But also, what I don't know is, does it... Like, if I pay for that water container that gives me water, whatever it is, water source, water well, will it give me water faster? Because that's my thing. Because this process that I'm doing right now, it's not hard one, it's not difficult. It's just that it takes time to fill. So like, fill this tanker up with water, drive over here, drop the water off, drive back there, fill it up, and do that process over and over again. It just takes time. And I'm tempted to use the development tools to fill up this thing and like charge myself a fee to do it. And I just might actually. That's probably what I'm about to do actually. Because I paid $3,000 for this thing. I'll probably... Because it's just going to take a while to fill up all of this. And in fairness, I really don't need that much solid fertilizer, because that's a lot. That is a massive amount of fertilizer. Because that's another thing. You don't go through fertilizer quickly, which is why I think I'll stop there actually. I need to do one more. We'll do one more. But yeah, you don't go through solid fertilizer quickly. You don't even go through liquid fertilizer quickly. It's the slurry that you go through a lot. And I think it's because slurry isn't necessarily... I almost drove through my own field. Slurry isn't necessarily... what's the word? It's not fertilizer verbatim. It doesn't have all the science, research behind it to make it the best for your field. It's just that it is a pretty useful thing. But then also you look at how much slurry it probably takes to actually make a profit. So like if I buy the biogas plant for 1.5 million, the amount of slurry I have is probably not going to be worth anything. Because again, with all the slurry that I have, it's not even calculating all of it. Let's see. This 100,000 is from that silo extension that's outside. It's not even counting the part that's actually with the cows. So I have 141,000. So I almost have like 1.5. I have 1.4 times this amount, and I could only make 3,600 max dollars from this stuff, and that's for 1,000. So multiply that in a half. 1.5 is an extra 1.7, so that puts me at 5.2, roughly $5,200, and it's not worth it. $5,000 roughly is not worth it to me. I can make more money than that selling raw product like wool or eggs, or heck, sugarcane for that matter. Like, you could get way more money selling other raw products. Whereas slurry, I just don't think it's useful. It's not a good fertilizer, because to use it as a fertilizer, you're gonna go through it so quickly if you use it on the field. And then, because you have to apply so much more, even if you're not using a double application rate, it still goes through quickly. Now, the good part with this field, because it is like automatically on one state because of how grass works, and I don't have to replant it or whatever. The good part about that is that I automatically always have one field on, or one state on. So what I do, if I were to use the slurry thing, which I did once before, you're not going to use all the slurry you have on that one field, which is good. It's good. But it's not really worth it. Let's see, how much water do we have in there? 108, cool. I'm just going to take that. We are going to sell this thing that we're leasing. Let's see, anything? Nope. here. Sell that. And we're actually going to go back and we're going to fast forward to the next month. We should be ready to harvest our wheat over there. So we'll harvest the wheat and then we will go for... What will we go for? Let me get as close as I can to this. Harvest the wheat. I think after we harvest the wheat... Oh, the wheat and the straw. Because that'll be more straw. Okay, turn this off. Go here. Here. Okay, so we have like our side mission, save up enough to buy the biogas. Another side mission, expend all the resources at the bakery so that way I can start using the dessert factory and sell the bakery. What else? The grass is ready to be cut, I think. Yeah. Yeah, the grass is ready to be cut and the wheat is ready. So we'll actually go ahead and grab wheat first because we will need to feed the chickens at some point. So let's just back this up slowly. Yeah, I should have known that was gonna happen. Okay, let's just drive straight for a second. Get it away from the wall first. Okay, now it's away from the wall. Now go. Forgot this thing like turns almost like at a 0 radius or something. Almost. So we'll go over here, zoom out. I will drop that, swing around, pick up the header. Pick that up. Okay. And we will unfold this. Okay. Let's see. Let me make sure my Swallowstroth is enabled. Okay. And we will go ahead and grab as much of this as possible while dropping straw. Just like that. Cool. So now we have straw, which again, the straw can be used in that factory to make manure. So that is one good thing with that factory, because otherwise I would not be using that straw. I would never be using that straw and I would just be selling it, which isn't very useful. But the fact that the Fields factory allows me to sell the straw, not sell it, but use it as a product to make manure is actually very, very useful. Cool. So we'll grab all this. And the good part is this field does not really take that long to harvest. And actually, hold up, I'm gonna stop this field real quick. Actually, no, I'm not. What I was gonna do is go ahead and have my tractor and everything running to harvest the field full of grass, just to save time. But I realized, hey, Shosh is here. Hi, Mr. Pineapple. Woke up early today. How are you? I'm sorry, it's hard for me to actually see chat because my chat it's bugging out in OBS. So I have to read it from YouTube, and it's not hard for me to zoom in, but it would have been finicky for me to zoom in on YouTube Studio. And you know me, my screen that I'm reading chat off is way off in the distance. I say way off in the distance, it's just not near me. But how have you been? How did your quizzes and everything go? I know the last time we were talking, first of all, you went camping. How was that? I know you went camping. And then you took a quiz. I think you took a quiz before you went camping. And you said you did okay on the quiz. Was the quiz a practice or was it like a full-blown, like actual quiz for a grade? Let's see, grab this. Let's see, camping here. I'm gonna try to see if I can fix chat real quick because I do want to be able to actually read this stuff. It's just hard. Let's see, what if I do this? Will this help me? Okay, this does actually help me. Okay. Let me do this, and then I can make chat just a little bit bigger, right? Something like this. Cool. Okay. So now I can read it. It's a bit wonky, but it works. Camping was good. Quiz was good. So it was a full-blown quiz. Okay. That's good. That's good. Wait, why is there shadow? From the... Okay. I'm tripping. Okay, the good part is, with the AI, once I trim the sides of this field, I can give it to the AI to do the rest of it. And what I'm really trying to do is get away from the sugarcane. And actually, I'm tempted to... I really don't want the AI to do it because the AI mess up stuff and it bothers me. But I might just try to let the AI go ahead and do one. I might actually. Once I trim the sides and get it away from the sugarcane section. Just so that way I can multitask. Plus, I found out in my offline save. Actually, I found out in this save as well. AI workers, they get paid a lot, but not a lot at the same time. Let's see. Yeah, AI is not really good for curved shaped fields. BRB, go to P. Yep. Yeah, and you're totally right. For curved shaped fields, they don't do the best. Like, you can get them to work, but it's just weird. And so you end up having to, like, square off everything for there to be a good chance for them to cut through everything without messing up. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to try to get as much of this as possible. Just connect it. Let it back up. Back, that was fast. But then also, the AI is going to be stopping every once in a while to actually, what's the word? Just because the thing gets full, so I think I'm going to try to go ahead and just get him started. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, he's still going, so that's good. Let's switch vehicles. Okay, we're gonna get this dude started and we might give him an AI. Do you have frame generation on? It looks laggy because with mine, when I turn it on, it looks laggy. Frame generation? I'm not sure what that means. Ah, dagnabbit, I need to move that out of the way. Do you mean the thing like where like the render distance is really low? In the main menu. I'm gonna have to check that. But mine, it does like full take, or nearly full, okay. I do have it to where it won't render unless I'm like within a certain distance. I'm not sure if that answers your question or anything. Just because it keeps, it makes the shaders load faster whenever I do start to play the game, which is the only reason why I have it set up that way. But I'm gonna go ahead and grab as much of this as possible, just to keep this guy away from the wheat field. Oh, you go ahead, sir. You have the bigger vehicle. Okay, and then I'll spin back around. And grab this section. Oh, I missed. Lift up, damn it! Bro, lift up. So now I just got all this grass that I have to pick up. Whatever. It's fine. At least I've already cut the wheat, so it's not that big of a deal. So I'll go ahead and grab this section. Once it says AI stopped working, I'll go grab that other section. Okay. Grab as much of the edges. I actually learned this from my offline save, working with the AI, that it's best to go through the edges and try to square everything off. They can do a little bit of the rounded edges, but again, it just helps to square everything off to make it a little bit easier for them. Okay, so it has full grain tank. Okay. Let me stop this for a second. Is there a way, let me check this. Is there a way for me to tell this guy to deliver the stuff to here? Is that nah, I don't think there is actually. So I'm just gonna hop in this and I'm going to disable the AI. And we're just gonna go drop it. I could actually have a trailer for this, and at one point I did think about buying a trailer for this, but the thing was, I end up getting, like, my place where I drop it off is just right here, and because they're so close, it just never made sense to me to do so. Now, the sorghum field, because I don't think you were here for the last stream, I bought that sorghum field over here, so all of this for 57, I might need to buy a trailer for that. I might need to. Also, I just realized I haven't turned on my streaming lights, so let's see how the stream looks. I probably look dark AF. It's probably hard to see me, but it is what it is. Everything's been finicky today. It's just been the name of the game, so you deal with it. Oh, actually, look that dark. It actually looks kind of nice with the lights like lighting me up behind me and everything. That's kind of nice, kind of cool. That's kind of neat. I thought it would be pitch black in here, but it's really not. That's kind of cool. Cool. Okay, back to this. Okay, so this is done. Put the pipe back in. And I'm gonna let him get back to work. Okay, get right here, turn it on, swing you around this way. Let's see, where is my AI button? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, here it is. And turn it on. Okay, and then switch 9, 7 back to my guy. Turn it on, turn this on, and get back to cutting. So again, we're just gonna shape this field up. Cut as much of it as we can, at least around the edges. Shoop. Just so the AI shouldn't start bugging out. Because it's whenever they get close to the edges that happens. Also, if ever cutting grass, I know I've said it a million times, this machine is awesome. Swing it back around. Drop it back down, and just keep on going. It just moves so fast. Also, this is the first time I'm cutting the field like this. I don't normally cut it like this, but I do want to use AI for this one, so that way I can get my my forage wagon and then just start picking up the stuff. I feel like that would just be quicker doing like 3 tasks at once. Did I miss some grass there? I did not. So hopefully it works. I'm also just happy that the AI is not running into the sugarcane, or at least from what I can tell he's not. So that's good. But as soon as we finish... I forgot to grab that off the field. Dagnabbit. Okay, it's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world. Easy fix. Okay, what you do, turn around, sit this here, turn this off, switch to my tractor. Okay, what I'm gonna do, I'm going to swing this way, swing back this way, back into this, and then we're going to grab this. Okay, so now that we got this, okay, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put this at the start of one of the tracks that I want to work with. So for example, down here, I'm gonna try to, actually I'm gonna actually start picking up some of this, just to get me into a little bit of a line. Now I need to back up because I missed a lot of it. So, swing back. Hopefully I don't hit my house. I'm gonna hit my house, aren't I? Yeah, so let's go forward a little bit. Okay, back up, back up, back up this way. Back up, swing through the porch. Perfect, so now when I go back, it grabs it. Cool, cool, cool. Okay, so now we'll just grab this, set it in a line, stop, drop, swing back, grab this out of the way. Also, this has been the most vehicles I've had going on one field at the same time, and I kind of like it. Okay, so we're gonna grab this. Actually, we're gonna set this in the middle here, right over here. Drop it there. Okay. So now, once I get this guy out of the way, and the AI for the crone right there, that grass cutter, he moves super fast. Just a question, why do you have a quite overpriced mower when there are mowers you can attach to a tractor? There's a mod that gives you a mower so you can also swath if you want. So, originally, I wanted to have as little mods to the game as possible. And so, hold up, let me turn this off. And I wanted everything to be done as efficiently as possible with as few game-altering mods as possible. And so, I bought this, which I do agree is overpriced, like 300-something thousand. But it does move very fast, and on top of moving very fast, I don't have to actually attach anything to it. It's just dedicated, that's its only job. And so it does make the cutting part easier. Plus, I do sometimes do this AI trick, or not AI trick, but like I'll go through, cut all the grass, and then turn back around and like essentially like what I'm doing, especially my offline save, I will have an AI cut the grass while I go through behind them and pick up with my tractor. And could I buy another tractor and, you know, start picking up stuff that way? Like, or not picking up stuff, but cutting, like what you said, like have a mower that's connected to a tractor while I follow behind with this tractor. Could I? Yes. But the main thing is, I did not think of that. That is the main thing. The second thing is, I don't want to have more than one tractor on this save. On my offline save, I have two. It is because the world I spawned into gave me like 3. And I sold 2 of them and then bought one that was better, or that I liked. So there's that. And I do know there are like mower attachments that I could use. But also the overpriced one, that 340, the crone over there, it moves I think at 15 miles per hour, which I think is like pretty freaking sweet, you know. 15 miles per hour, you know, that's pretty fast. And one thing I've learned is time. It's not of the essence, but you do want to try to save time. It's not that you have to, but I do like to save time where I can. Also, if you want to have some hay and you want to windrow it, download the Crone 2000 mod. There's a mod that allows you to pick that up. There's a mod that allows you to... How do you miss the grass in a straight line, bro? Whatever. This is the one thing with using the AI that you just get used to. Let me turn this off. Switch vehicles. This guy. Okay. Let's see. 975. Back him up. Let's see. We're gonna cut across the field over here. The AI are not perfect. The good part with the Crone is, even when he does miss, I can easily just go back and just fix it. So it's not that big a deal whenever he misses some grass. Now, this process is working, like I said, with the wheat because I don't have to travel far. But for that field over there with the sorghum, that's going to be a pain. And so I probably will buy... actually, I need to look into that. What trailer I want, because as far as trailers go, the biggest one is going to be this thing, which holds... Ooh. I'm probably going to buy one of these, actually. Because that's going to hold a lot of sorghum. Yeah, I'm probably going to buy one of those. Cool, cool, cool. Let's see, where is he at? He's back there. Cool, cool, cool. So he's almost done cutting the grass. And then also another thing, whenever the AI finishes cutting the grass, I always go back and control them a little bit just to pick up the edges that they miss. Which, again, it's not the end of the world if they miss something. It's just kind of irritating. And you know that. You already know that, so... I don't have to explain that to you. Let's see. 975. Oh, come on, bro. Why are you moving so slow? Pick up. Okay. That one's going. 9-7. Switch. Okay. They're done, so let's go. That's 9. I meant 7. See, he's not even done. And I always hate that. They always do that. At the very end, they always leave like a patch of grass for some reason. Like they won't ever go all the way through. And I heard it's Farming Simulator 25, they're gonna actually fix that. Is that some grass he left? Nope. They're actually going to fix that, so it's not that big of a deal. So I'll go ahead and just grab this, swing this way. Okay. And hopefully he didn't miss anything else. Let's see. Because this field is very rectangular-y-ish, not sure if that's a word, he shouldn't miss too much. I also need to wash this thing, but I'm going to wait until I have everything back in here and wash everything all at once. Let's see, I think this one goes right here. I think. Actually, no, I had a slid one over, but it's fine. Let's see, 9-7, right here. Turn on the engine, turn on this, drop that, and then start picking this up. Also, this trailer holds so much that it makes the process of picking up this stuff kind of easy, which is, it's nice. Let's see, pick this up. Can I swing? Let's see, swing it, swing it, swing it, swing it, swing it. Also, the jackknifing in this game, I do like that it's, you know, not super realistic as far as the driving. And I guess it can't be super realistic for the driving. What the heck is he doing? Oh. Oh, he's putting the hay, or not the hay, the straw back on the field. Let me pick up this as much as I can. Let's see, did I miss that little? Yeah, I did miss that little section. So whatever tiny sections in the middle that aren't in a straight line, I'm gonna go ahead and try to grab. Cool, cool, cool. And then now swing back around, and we're back to going straight. And I would say this has been very efficient as far as using AI. Actually, this has been the most amount of AI I've had going at one time. Especially since I don't have that wait. Also, if you want to work faster, there are speed limit override mods. Well, I'm not trying to break the game. I still want the the feel of farming. Like, and actually, that's the one thing that does sort of, I don't want to say irritates me, but like lingers in the back of my head. That field factory over there, the more research I did, I realized that's not actually a realistic thing, and that still bothers me, but I'm not going to take it out. How are you fit? AI, are you dumb? Like, genuinely, are you dumb? Like, what is going on with you that you thought you were done? AI, you need to be fired. That is crazy. You said you were done. We still have all of this. Also, the pattern in which you cut is crazy. Let's see, 9, 7, 5. Okay. 9, 7, switch back. Turn this back on. Back him up. Turn this on. Drop that, oh, drop it down. Okay, they keep going. And probably by the time he's done with that field, I should have most of this grass harvested. And the good part is, he'll have all the wheat done and dropped off, and then all I gotta do is go back and pick up all the straw, and we're good. So, that's good. Also, this factory turns every single thing into, turns grass into hay and grass into silage almost instantly, which again, kind of game breaking. Yeah, AI is weird. I don't, and again, in 2025 or Farming Simulator 25, they showed like a trailer, and it looks like they're going to be much better at cutting, and almost like innately in the game you can sort of mess with the paths that they use to cut or harvest and stuff like that, the path that the AI workers go, and I'm like, that's going to be awesome, and I'm definitely going to use that, because as I make more money, for the sake of streaming and try to get everything done in like one stream, or get a lot done in one stream, you gotta go kind of fast for timing. Like, for example, technically I'm supposed to get off in 7 minutes, because I usually stream for like 2 hours, but I still gotta get all of this grass, I still gotta get all of that hay, or not hay, straw, so I still got a little bit more to do, which is probably gonna take me like another 20 minutes or so, but it is what it is. It is what it is. But yeah, this mod here, I'm not sure if it's an actual thing in real life. I think when I was reading the description, again, it said that it's based off of the blah. And my brain took it as, oh, well, this is going to be semi-realistic. It's not even slightly. And I played myself when I got it, but it is what it is. It's not the end of the world. It's just a slight irritation. I like to try to keep everything as realistic as possible, and so the only like legitimate mods I have installed typically are like quality of life things. Like, I have the time scale mod, so that way I can have more, actually that's part of the easy development tools, the extra time scales. I have, let's see, I don't think I have any vehicle mods for real. Well, actually, that truck over there, that is a mod that I have. It is because it's realistic. Let's see. There's already a mod like that called Course Play. That's what I was thinking of, Course Play. But for me, yeah, FS25 GPS. That is, see, that you already know what I'm talking about. GPS works better, but it's not the end of the world. LOL. Yes, you're right. Using the mods are not the end of the world, and I agree. But I always have this, I remember watching, I don't know whose video I was watching, but they made a point that I was like, that's a good point. And no, it wasn't a video. I was reading it on, I think, Reddit. And a guy was saying, when you have all these mods that make the game faster, make the game easier, and then you complain about your board, you're kind of like shooting yourself in the foot, because you're making the game too easy and too quick. And they were explaining, it's like Farming Simulator takes a second, and so when you have all like these massive mods that just make everything super easy, super quick, you're gonna get bored quick because you're running out of stuff to do because you're flying through everything so quick. Like, for example, I'm not sure how long you've been here, but I plan to buy the biogas factory because I need to get rid of the slurry. And at first I was just gonna sell the slurry, but if you look at it, all the slurry I have, which is almost like 100, I think I have 150,000. This isn't even showing all of the slurry I have. But for 100,000, I can sell it for my max value off to the right next to the max month is 3,600, almost 3,700. That is crap for how long it takes to gather that slurry and like the storage of that slurry. And so the plan is buy the biogas plant and see what I can do with that slurry, and maybe I can start making profit because I can turn the slurry into something else that would be useful. Because selling it for 3,600 is a no-go. I'm not going to use it for fertilizer because I have solid fertilizer that's way easier to work with. The machinery it takes to spread it is just way easier. And I already have like 3 things that spread solid fertilizer. I have the seeder that uses fertilizer. I have my subsoiler, which also uses fertilizer. So it just, it just does not make sense for me to use, it doesn't make sense for me to use slurry as a fertilizer, especially since like the tractor that I have, because it has narrow tires, I can just drive it onto like anything without damaging crops. Well, if I use a slurry tank, the slurry tank I can't do that, which means I can only use the slurry tank on certain portions of or certain growth stages to avoid destroying crops, which kind of sucks. I mean, it's fine, it makes sense, it just kind of sucks. And since that's the case, it's like, why even bother using it then, So let's see if I can put this back. A little bit crooked, but I think if I drop it right about there, there it goes. Then we'll put this back. Doop. Cool. The slurry thing, it just sucks. It's not very useful. So I'm hoping by buying the biogas plant, I can make a use for it. Well, that's cool. Little opening. I'm just gonna go straight through here instead of doing my weird backup routine. Oh, I don't think I'm gonna make it actually. Oh, made it. What about behind? Oh, it's actually closer than I thought. Okay, so I can just drive straight. Cool. I'm actually gonna start doing that from now on. As far as actually, I could just go straight. I could just here. Let me just hop out. I could just park it along this, so I could just have a straight line. And I'm gonna do that actually. It'll make it a little bit easier to get in and out. And we'll just park it along the wall. Gotta get away from the wall a little bit. Cool. Okay, should be straight-ish. And then I just gotta back it up. Ah, jeez. Hard for me to see. Oh, too close to the wall. Okay, and then just drive forward. Hang it right there. Cool. Switch 9-7 right here. Cool, so now I just gotta do is finish picking up all of this stuff, and we will be donezo. I think I gotta feed the animals actually. That's something I need to do as well. But I'll probably save that for the next stream. Because it shouldn't take me long to pick up all this stuff. Let's see, I'm about 20-something%, and I got 1, 2... Oh, actually, I should be able to get all this in one thing. I'm thinking it's normally going to take like 2.5 loads, but I forgot that I did not fertilize this field, so I didn't get the double fertilization, so I didn't get the extra yield bonus. And because of that, I'm getting less grass, which is fine. It's not the end of the world. I don't really care about my grass production right now, because I have a crap ton of silage, I have a crap ton of TMR. That's pretty much it. Because really, the only reason I'm using grass is for hay and TMR for the cows. And so because of that, you know, it's like, why even bother stacking up? So we're gonna finish grabbing that grass and then go over there, grab that hay. I might think about feeding the animals. We'll see. It shouldn't take that long to feed the animals, really, for being honest. But I still gotta feed the chickens, gotta feed the sheep, gotta feed the cows. So that's gonna take a little bit of time, but it shouldn't take me forever. But sweep it back through here. Oh, I hope everybody's doing well today. Hello, everybody. But we're gonna grab all of this, dump it into there. Yeah, we should be able to get all this in one pass. And then also just look how thin these windrows are. Compared to what I normally get whenever I double fertilize, these things tend to be a little bit thicker. But that's fine. I mean, I expected that. I kind of knew that going into it because I didn't fertilize. And actually, that's the interesting part. I don't have a standalone fertilizer. I think I was supposed to be buying one, actually, now that I think about it. Because I don't have a standalone fertilizer. Because that would be the only thing that I would need to actually fertilize this field. And actually, I'd probably need it to fertilize my sugarcane field. Yeah, what the heck? Because my sugarcane fields, I can't actually... So the reason I didn't have a standalone fertilizer for the longest is because over there in the wheat field, that yellow thing right there... Oh, I do have fertilizers right there in red. I'm blind. That's a lime spreader as well. Just so that way, eventually, when that field needs lime, or my big field over there, 57, needs lime, I can. Okay, so I do actually have a standalone fertilizer. I'm tripping. But I just got that recently, which is why I forgot about it. But it's mostly... I haven't had to use it for lime yet, but I am going to use it for lime when I need to use it for lime. Excuse me. The main thing is that I need... What was I saying? Oh yeah, that yellow thing, my subsoiler fertilizes as well. It's the most expensive subsoiler I have, so it fertilizes. And then my planter, I have the biggest planter. Pause, that sounds so weird. And it fertilizes as well. And so whenever I am working on the sorghum or the... I can just show you actually. What do we have for... Ooh. If I get to cotton, that would be nice. That's half off? That's crazy. Where is it? Where is it? Yes, this cedar, it fertilizes, and then this subsoiler also fertilizes. So whenever I'm working with the wheat or the sorghum, because of my process, it's going to get double fertilized. By the way, I wasn't listening because I was studying, but I think you meant... Can slurry and manure fertilize? Yes, they can with certain spreaders. But that's the thing, though. They can fertilize, but you just don't... I feel like you go through... Oh, wait. I'm supposed to go pick up the straw. I feel like with the... Turn this off. With the slurry, it takes so much more slurry to fertilize the same amount of field as it would for fertilizer, whether that be liquid or solid. And it seems like solid fertilizer is just easier to work with. You don't really need a massive spreader, and the range at which it, spreads is huge if you use the ones that are just dedicated for fertilizing. I have the lime spreader because I didn't want to have a lime spreader and a solid fertilizer, because for some reason, despite having a solid amount of money and a lot of land, I still for some reason want to save money. It's weird, but it is what it is. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. It's just a weird personality trait. Okay, hold up real quick. I want to see. Now there's got darker outside. Oh wow, the light behind me is actually showing up kind of nice. That's kind of cool. This is cool. So for Farming Simulator, I'm going to start streaming with my what am I trying to say? English. I don't speak it. With my spotlight off. So the light that I use for streaming when I'm at my desk, I normally have on for when I'm streaming for Farming Simulator, just because it makes the room really bright and it makes it much easier to see me. But one, I'm not really moving anywhere. Two, it makes it really nice. You can see the little strobe lights I have behind me, so that's kind of cool. I think that's kind of neat. But let's grab the rest of this straw. And I would say, if I did have the mods that allowed me to like pick up this straw and stuff faster, that would be stinking great. But again, I think it'd be one of those things that once I have it, where does it stop? It's almost like doing drugs. Like once you open the door to those unrealistic mods, where do you draw the line? Because I already opened the door with that stupid Fields Factory, but that was by accident. I didn't realize that's not how it works. But now that I have it, I'm not getting rid of it. I do have an autoloader. I don't think that's an unrealistic thing. That's just it takes so long to load up all of these pallets that you would be adding way too much time to try to load all pallets by hand. Let's see. Wait. Yeah, but they produce slurry for free, though. Cows do produce slurry for free. It's just that it takes so much longer for them to produce the amount that I need. For example, before I bought the subsoiler, I was plowing this field. And that, everybody knows, plowing takes forever. Subsoiling kind of takes forever, even though the subsoiler is just slightly or marginally faster. And it wasn't until I realized that a subsoiler can fertilize the field that I was like, oh, this is better than a plow. Why would anybody use a plow? Plus, the subsoiler can move in a straight line. The plow is sort of like at a diagonal, which bothers me. It always has, always will. And of course, there are mods for that, but that is what it is. And so, yes, cows do produce slurry for free. They just don't produce enough as quick as what I need. Because at one point, I was using the slurry for both fields. And when it came around time to fertilize both fields, like I just never had enough slurry to do so. And so really, I feel like what it is that the slurry is just a byproduct with the cows. And yes, it's useful. Yes, you can use it to help you fertilize. But also, the main thing that bothers me, the equipment to fertilize using slurry is kind of expensive for what it is. Like, majority of the stuff I have is multi-purpose. Like this forage wagon, multi-purpose. As you saw, I could pick up grass with it. I could pick up silage. I could pick up straw like I'm doing right now. Like, it's multi-purpose. My tractor, multi-purpose. Of course, every tractor is, or at least I would like to think so. The seeder that I have, the seeder for I'm gonna pick up that little small patch in the middle right here. Yep. The seeder that I have, it does multiple seeds and it also fertilizes. The reason I have that lime spreader, instead of the solo fertilizer, the lime spreader also throws fertilizer, but not the thing. Let's see. Also, not so fun fact, you look quite pitch black with your mask. Oh yeah, I could definitely tell. I could tell. I was looking at myself in the picture, or looking at myself on the second monitor, and I could definitely tell. I do look pitch black, especially with the hoodie and the mask. It's kind of interesting. Next time I will remember to turn on my spotlight. But for the first time of me streaming without my spotlight on, it's kind of cool, kind of neat. But yes, it's definitely, it's like essentially I think all you're seeing is a hat, a reflection of the glasses, and a bunch of random rainbow colors behind me, which is just kind of funny. But You look like you match with your set. No offense. Yeah, don't hate. No. No offense taken. No offense taken. I'm black, wearing black, with a black mask, with a black... What is this? I'm not sure what this is. Mask? I'm not sure what the heck you call the thing that's under the mask. Whatever. Pretty much all black, and then a random cowboy hat. So it's really just a... It's like a shadow with a glare in its eyes, with a cowboy hat and rainbow colors. Actually, you know what I just realized? A ski mask. Thank you, ski mask. What is... I look like a sleep paralysis demon who decided to get rainbow colors. Now that I think about it, I'm a sleep paralysis demon. I'm a sleep paralysis cowboy with rainbow coloring. That is kind of what I look like. Because, especially if you're watching like on a phone or like a small screen, it makes it even harder to see the small like face cam that's in the bottom left, which I will probably never make my face cam any bigger, only because, well, I mean, I do have a section where there's no gameplay and it's just the face cam, but I'm never gonna make, I don't think I'll ever make the face cam so much bigger in relation to the game or whatever I'm streaming. If I do, it's probably, if I ever do, it's probably going to be to block out something that's on screen that I don't want people to see or something. That's probably the only time that will ever happen, but who knows. Oh, grab this straw. Jeez, we got, oh wait, we don't even have that much more. Almost done. Swing through. Swing. Drop. Grab this. I'm not gonna lie, the steering wheel does make this process more fun. I actually tried to play on keyboard for like a solid 15 minutes after only play. Even when I first started, I was playing on the wheel setup because I've always had this wheel setup. But when I tried to play keyboard, because I was trying to quickly mess around with some development tools on my test server or test save, when I was messing around with it, I was like, oh my gosh, driving is so weird. I was like, how do people do this? And of course, you guys are probably used to it, so it doesn't feel any different for you guys, but it just feels so foreign. I was like, who drives with like WASD? I was like, this just feels awkward. But again, it's one of those things that when you get used to it, you get used to it. Because almost like driving on a steering wheel, it in itself is innately weird because it doesn't drive the same way, or at least not 100% the same way as a regular car does. So it's like no matter what you do, you're gonna have like these weird sort of mechanics. Okay, we'll swing through, pick this up. Okay, hold up, let me get the straight line so I can read this. Planning to get steering wheel for Christmas. I might get an RC truck so I can use it anywhere. Bro, that sounds nice. Like, honestly, you can't really go wrong with this, with whatever steering wheel you buy, especially if you're buying it for like simulation stuff. You're just gonna really enjoy it. Now, if you're buying it for racing, jeez, I heard that is a rabbit hole for people who try to like spend money, because like some of the racing gear and like the setups and stuff go crazy. And of course you can go crazy with your setups for like Farming Simulator or American Truck Simulator as well, because there are some people who have like entire truck cockpits when it comes to like trucking simulators or stuff of that nature. So it's definitely weird. I'll use for ETS2 or FS. Maybe Mud Runner if it works. It should work in Mud Runner. I don't know why it wouldn't. I would hope it would work, especially since we're PC gamers. It should be fine. But or at least I think you're a PC gamer. But even if you're not, it still should work. Well, no, you have to be, because ETS2 is not on console, right? I don't think. I don't know. But
Yeah, you're gonna enjoy it, especially when you're playing ETS2 or American Truck Simulator. Any of the trucking simulators, you're gonna really enjoy it, especially when you start trying to back up. It turns it to a whole nother like level of driving when you do American Truck Simulator or Euro Truck Simulator 2, or even Mud Runner, but especially in those trucking sims. When it comes to backing up, it just makes things so much more. Now, of course, driving across country and delivering the product, it's gonna be fun. I promise you that it's gonna be fun. But you're gonna enjoy it. You're gonna get addicted to trying to deliver the packages to their locations as opposed to actually driving the packages to the locations, if that makes any sense. Like, once you get to your destination, actually try to back up, parallel park, or drop the package off into a certain spot. That's the part you're going to get addicted to, because it actually becomes like a skill and a practice, and you start coming up with like best techniques. And because you've already played like on mouse and keyboard, you already know that like try to deliver the stuff and back it up is already addicting, but when you use it on a steering wheel, it just adds another level to it, and you're gonna enjoy it. I swear. I would like buy like, I don't know, a Fanatec wheel for Farming Simulator. I think that's a bit overkill. Heck, I probably would buy a Logitech for Farming Simulator. It's just that I already had it. But the good part is the Logitech wheel, well, the Logitech G920 or the G29, those aren't that expensive. If you get the newest one, the one with like the real direct drive, that is, I think, a bit overkill. Also, one time, I'm barely close to 13, by the way. My dad taught me how to drive, and we drove around the subdivision or gated community. Then I told my cousin, and my cousin told me I skipped the tutorial. You skipped the tutorial. Eh, it's fine. It's fine. And actually, that is kind of the weird part with video games and life. There's some moments where you just skip things and you don't even realize you skip it. Like, sometimes you will intentionally skip tutorials, but at least in American Truck Simulator, I think the first time I was driving, I didn't even do the simulator. I didn't realize it. I thought, oh, this is gonna be easy, and I did it. I deleted that save, started a new one so quick because I was crashing and realizing that I had to pay for stuff once it got wrecked. I was like, yeah, we're not doing that. But I don't know. It's fascinating. Same thing with driving in real life. I think I started driving with my dad when I think I was around 13 as well, because I remember being in middle school, and I would sit on his lap and he would control like the pedals, and I would control the steering wheel. And of course, he, like, if I started to veer off like terribly, he would like touch the steering wheel every now and again. But yeah, I think that's actually one of the, speaking completely anecdotally, I think it's one of the best ways to learn how to drive is to sit when you're very young and you can actually fit in your parents' lap, because while they're there, they can quickly grab and adjust, and they get to control the speed at which you're going. So you're only focused on the steering part, not the gas part. By the way, is the T248 compatible for PC or only PS5? The Thrustmaster T48 or T248? I think that's what you're referring to. Or wait, is that that is Thrustmaster, right? I might be mistaken. If you're thinking about Thrustmaster, yeah, so you are talking about the Thrustmaster. I am honestly not sure. I'm almost positive it is, because from what I understand, and do not take our word for this, make sure you do your research and like just do a quick Google search of T248 or like on computer and see what other people have said. But I'm almost positive if the steering wheel works on console, it works on PC, from my understanding. I might be wrong in that, but that is my understanding. Okay, yes it is. Okay, so it is. Okay, okay. Because I was like, I'm almost positive, but I didn't want to give you the wrong information, and then you go out and buy it, and it's like, well, crap, I'm stuck with this. Because I know in America, getting Thrustmasters is a bit harder for us, because they're not really in store. You're planning to get that. Actually, that's great, actually. For like, as far as sim driving, as far as sim truck driving, it's perfect. In my currency, pesos, is what the heck? 21k. Let's see, 21k pesos in American. That makes it. What is that in American? 210? No, that's like 300 bucks in American, right? I don't know about conversions. I could do yen to American dollar pretty well, cause I know whatever it is in yen, just move the decimal places twice. Not so fun fact: a single dollar is 55 pesos. Okay, so if I take 21k, cut that in half, that puts me roughly at 10.5. So 2.5. Okay. Move to 0. 1,000. Wait. Did I do my math wrong? I had to do. Wait. That can't make. That. No. I did my math wrong. One single dollar is 55 pesos. Okay, if I do 55 times 10, that's 550, times 100, that's 5,050. Multiply that times 4. Okay, so 4 and 100, so 400. So multiply. So you're paying like almost 400 bucks, a little bit less. So you're paying about about 300 and something bucks. Jeez, actually that's about right. I think in American, Thrustmaster does cost a shiny penny, because I think Thrustmaster is like the gateway into anything steering wheel related for a lot of people. Like, as far as like the cheapest, I think it's like some type of random off-brand, like farming setup. Like some of these wheels that don't even have force feedback, those would be like the bare minimum gateway that you'd probably give to like a kid for Christmas, like a 3-year-old for Christmas or something. And then you have probably Logitech was the next cheapest, and then you would probably go to Thrustmaster next, and then probably Fat Attack, and those are going to be like the top notch. Every single toy Kingdom store I go to, it's there. It's literally there. There's also Toys R Us over here, but depends on the mall. I don't even see Toys R Us over here anymore. I think ours went bankrupt for some weird thing. I can't remember what happened, but Toys R Us don't do well in America. It's because we're so capitalistic. Or I'm speaking, and I don't have 100% proof of this, but I think it's because we're so capitalistic that, well, it's probably not even that. Actually, I'm just gonna shut up because I really don't know. I do know Amazon has taken over, because now it's at certain points I won't even go to like Walmart to buy simple stuff. Like, if there's a shampoo that I like or whatever that isn't in Walmart, I'll quickly, while I'm in Walmart, pull up my phone, go to Amazon. It's like, oh look, it's on Amazon, and I will walk out that store. And I just got a habit right now of doing that with just several things. I'm like, if it's not in the store, I'm gone. Okay, let me wash my... I don't think this is gonna reach. Yeah, that's not gonna reach. You know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and add another one, probably right here. Okay, so let's do that. We'll add another... Also, I remember the last stream you mentioned you don't see many people actually washing their stuff, which is a good point. I don't think many people actually wash their stuff, which is... Okay, see, it says it's overlapping with an object, which I'm not really sure what object it could be referring to. So what I'm going to do is put it right about here. And I'm going to press, what is it, K to turn on free mode? And then place it right there. And then I can turn K off and then switch out of it. Yep, see, you already know, toggle free mode. Yep, just toggle the free mode. And then clean my stuff. I know cleaning probably doesn't really do much, but I do like doing it. Let's see. Also, I know at one point, I'm not sure if it's an actual thing, but maybe you have to take it back to the shop. But I noticed like the paint wear, like if you go down to my crone, for example, you can really see it. But there's like paint wear on these parts and stuff. Did I not wash this off? I think I did. Yeah, I did. And I know you could probably go and get that completely repaired, but I kind of like it like this. It shows use. Like even on this, it shows a little bit of wear and tear, a little bit of use. Oh, that must be where the fertilizer goes, or silage additive, I guess. Cool. Okay, so when I start the next one, I need to feed the animals. Especially now that we got hay, I need to feed the animals. I need to... that field over there. What was I doing with that field over there? Oh no, there's something I was doing with that field. Oh, plowing it. We gotta plow it. Or subsoil it. Once we subsoil it, that will also give one layer of fertilization. We need to pick up rocks. My opinion, by the way. But I prefer my machines dirty because they look better and not play. Actually, I kind of do agree. Because when this vehicle gets dirty and when this thing gets dirty, I really do like the way they look. But I'm not sure, like, I can't remember if I watched a YouTube video or not, but I'm not sure if dirt actually affects the wear and tear of the vehicle. And so the reason why I've got in a habit of cleaning, and it's probably because I misunderstood, but I know that this, okay, I still don't know what this means. I think that just means it's getting to the end of its life, because it's been for 111. It's probably getting to the point to where I can't use it anymore, or something of that nature. I don't know. But I really, because this is my oldest thing, and because I bought this used already with like so many months on it, and then I've been using it as well. So I think it actually had 20 something, which is why that. But the wear and tear, which let me actually go fix my John Deere. I think I was watching a video, and I might misinterpreted what they said, but something along the lines that dirty vehicles wear faster, or I probably misunderstood, because they had an entire spreadsheet, and I'm going to be honest, I was listening to it while driving in a car, so I wasn't really watching it and looking at the data. I was just taking it for what it was while I was driving. Also, and this is what I was talking about, the paint condition is like bottomed out, but I think the only place I could go to fix it is like up here at this section. Unless there's a mod. I think there's a mod that allows me to fix it at this vehicle wear shop, but I kind of don't want to fix it. But similar to what you said, like how you like it dirty because it makes it look cooler, I think I like mine with... I know the paint condition, I know that for a fact doesn't affect the performance or how fast it wears down. But I think the dirt does. I could be wrong. And if that's the case, then these tools where I'm washing everything is completely pointless. But I was supposed to put gas in that, but I didn't. But with that, I think I am going to stop there for the day. Okay, apparently not repairing slows it down. Okay, not repairing, dirty has no point. Okay, not repairing, not only does it slow things down, if I remember correctly, it also hurts your harvest yield. So, like, if you're harvesting, like, certain products, like, let's say wheat or whatever, I think it starts chipping away at how much you could harvest completely. So, like, let's say it's 100% perfect, nothing's wrong, you will harvest 100% of the crop. But if your thing, not the dirt, but if you get so much wear on it, it starts to affect how much you pick up. Which I think me and you both, we repair our stuff, but you're saying dirt has no point, so there's no point to cleaning. Cool. So I'll probably stop cleaning stuff both on this save and in my offline save. It'll probably be a habit I need to break, but I'll probably stop cleaning. I mean, it's kind of neat, but it's not really. It's similar to the thermostat. The thermostat's kind of useless because I don't even look at the weather. Like, the only time the weather is useful is if I know it's about to rain. But outside of that, it's kind of pointless. But I don't know. Anyway, I thank you for showing up. It's always fun having you. But I think with that, I think I'm going to call it in for the day. Always nice seeing you. Bye. Let's switch to this.